So my first top tip for starting the day off is healthy extras. Now, because they need to be weighed and measured, I need to make sure that I'm prepped at the start of the day because otherwise I forget. So I got these little handy pots from Aldi, I think they were. No, Asda. Asda these were from. They were 80p each, and they come in a pack of 5. This is the bigger pot, but on the side of it, I don't know whether you can quite make it out, there is measurements on there. So I'm allowed, because I have whole milk, one of the ways, because I always struggle to get my milk allowance in, because I don't really drink that much milk. I am a cheese fiend, so but it's one of my tipping points, so I always save my healthy extras for cheese on a Saturday when I have my cheesy pasta bake. That is my go-to for a Saturday treat at lunchtime. Still using my healthy extras. So, to protect my weight losses, by weighing and measuring my healthy extras in the morning, it means I'm less likely to go over them. So I am allowed up to 400ml, but my milk has just run out. We normally have milkmen, so I don't like using plastic ones, but we ran out. We must have been a little bit more milky than usual, so that's in the recycling. So that has got 200 in, so this is one of my healthy extras. I'm going to need it again in a minute. But that's measured, and the genius thing is that they do sit in the top drawer, in that place that's like really awkward and has no use. They sit quite nicely in there, which means then that the boys and the kids know not to use my milk. So that is that. I'm going to be testing now a different way of doing my pancakes. Now, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, which is tara.slimmingworld, I'm obsessed with pancakes. Pancakes is my go-to. I don't have breakfast, which again probably sounds a shocking thing to say, but excuse me, I'm just doing the washing while I'm sorting out, getting to the cooker. So we have... I don't have breakfast. I'm never hungry in the morning. The tip I have for preventing myself, it works for me, it might not work for you, would be that I eat when I'm hungry. If you're hungry. If you're hungry, eat. If you're not hungry, don't. And I don't normally get hungry until now, which is dead on 11 o'clock. But I'm preparing myself because I am at training, as I've mentioned in the introduction video, towards the end of February, at a hotel. My husband has moved my omelette maker. I'll have to find it. So because I'm at training at a hotel, my food is going to be really, really tough. Whilst I'm in at head office, it's absolutely fine because they provide Slimming World food. Whilst I'm staying at Brewers Fair, I think it is, I'm at a Premier Inn, it's not going to be. So they will have options that are okay, but it's for 2 nights. So I'm thinking if I take my omelette maker, I can have my pancakes in my bedroom, as long as I don't set the hotel on fire. So that is my plan. But I need to check that my omelette maker will make nice thick pancakes with my normal pancake mix. So I will show you how that works out. So here is my omelette maker. I've just plugged it in to warm it up. So I think that'll fit in my suitcase quite nicely to go on thingy. So now I've got my milk ready. I need 100ml of milk for my pancake mix. I also need my eggs, which I've got there. I just need now to weigh out my Ready Brek, because I make my pancakes using Ready Brek as my healthy bee choice. So it's 40 grams I'm allowed of that. You can make it with oats. I'm not an oaty person, in all honesty. It's not my cup of tea. Some people like the oat texture. I'm not keen. I prefer Ready Brek because it's much more flour-like. So yeah, no, it still works, and I think it tastes smoother. So we need 40 grams of my Ready Brek. If it'll come out. I have animals as well. You can probably hear one of the cats crying. I have fed her. It will. Oh, always happens. A good chunk extra goes in. So I've got my mix ready. I'm going to whack in a tablespoon of sweetener because first tablespoon is free, and I do like I have got a sweet tooth. So I've got my powdered sweetener ready to pop in my mixture, which is just here. Nora, could you hold this for me? Don't move it. This is Eleanor filming now. So let's get a tablespoon. It's not the most flattering angle, I have to say. Tablespoon is in there. There we go. Keep it there, Nora. Mix that in. So, my omelette maker I got from Aldi. It's in there at the moment, so that's this week, which today is... forgot what today is. For January. 3rd week of January. So they are there now. Obviously, I'm not sure if they'll still be there by the time, but I think you can pretty much get them anywhere for around that sort of price. It's brilliant. Works perfectly for omelettes. I'm kind of hoping it now does the same for pancakes, so that I can take this to my course. This could all go completely wrong, but fingers crossed this is going to be my breakfast for when I go for my course. But it gives me a good month to find something else if it doesn't work, so let's see how it works. This is how they've turned out. They're not as brown as a normal pancake would be, but to be honest, they're reminding me a little bit like baked oats, so I'm hoping it's going to work. So I've popped a tablespoon of honey on there for some sins, just for some natural sweetener. But yeah, let's give it a go, see if it works. You know what? It's not terrible. It's more cakey and probably needs a little bit longer in the centre. It's more of a mix. But when am I going to need it for 2 days? It's going to fill me up though. There's a lot there. Really impressed. For a quick hack. Could probably actually make pancakes in the base of the wells and flip them over, just do it thinly. Obviously it's not as hot as a frying pan, so it might take quite a while to do that. But for a quick win, 10-minute breakfast in the morning, it's not bad, is it? I've just had a quick shower ready for group so I can start getting ready. It's only like 1 o'clock. I need to pick my son up at 3 ready to go to group to set up. I think it's because this is my first week 100% on plan in quite a while, since before Christmas, so I've got munchies. Now normally I'm quite good on having 2 full meals a day and then just snacks in between, but I think the snack attacks are full on hitting today, so I've decided to have like a mini fry up just to keep me going. So I've got these are the best flavoured sausages I've found so far. These are the skinny pork sausages from Aldi. Very low in sin, but very, very tasty. Still feel like I'm having a decent sausage. Don't get me wrong, it's still not going to ever beat a Cumberland, but needs must when weight must be lost. So yeah, I also need to do my measurements as well for my journal, because I've not done that yet. So while I've got just the vest top on and everything, I'm going to do that in a minute. Cook my food now, and then I'm going to do my body magic, which will be my hula hooping for 15 minutes before I start getting glam for group. So that is the plan. So it is, it's 11:15, it's the 13th. I've decided I'm going to do a roundup every day, which will help me then reevaluate ready for tomorrow, which is probably a good thing going forward for me, to actually keep on top of what I'm actually doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip you around so you can actually see my journal, so I can show you how I'm filling it in and how it's looking from this end. So I'm going to do that now. So this is my journal. So it's the Eat Play Live journal that you can get in your Slimming World groups. Whichever one you're attending, you'll be able to order one of these. We've got a few introductory bits here. Now this bit I haven't managed to fill in yet, not properly. Now you'll see at the minute there'll be Tipp-Ex marks throughout the first couple of pages. That's because I started this journal just over a week ago, and in all honesty I wasn't in the proper mindset or the right frame of mind to actually start my 12 weeks. So I've redone a couple of bits in here and started it officially today. So that is today's date here. I need to get a photo of me, and I actually need to do my measurements, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. So you've got my current weight, the date in 12 weeks time, which is the 6th of April, which really scares me. I need to find a photo that inspires me to fill this in. So this is all the stuff I've got going on at the moment. I've talked about what I might need help with, what I'm looking forward to most, what I'm going to be able to do that's different, how I'm going to feel in 12 weeks time. Obviously I've changed the date there. And then these are the bits that I've got coming up. There's a couple of bits that I've still not finished on here. This one has actually already been, but I knew because it was only just gone that this outing cost me 90 sins-ish. So that is probably still going to have an impact on this week, which is why it's in there.
which is that one. So as you can see, lots of Tipp-Ex from last week. So this is my target for this week. I've had £4. My Body Magic aim was 15 minutes of hula hoop each day, which I have managed to do. Key things this week, there's nothing happening this week other than work. These are things that I'm doing, so writing everything down. I'm the only thing that's going to stop me. I'm my own worst enemy. And to protect myself overall, I'm going to stay focused. And of course, I've started the vlog. When I'm being open to everyone else, it kind of keeps me on track. This is my meal planner. One of my members actually said to me, oh god, my panda eyes have gone even worse. One of my members has actually said to me, would I mind, oh wow, look at that. Would I mind sharing how I plan? Not a problem, because obviously I've shared this with my members. More than happy to share how I plan. It's a tough time to plan at the moment because we have very little food in the house, which I'm sure we'll get to. I told you it was going to be a bear all, apologies. So it is a very tough time to plan at the moment, but once we've done our shop, which will hopefully be at the weekend, that will be the plan then. Oh my days, I really need to go back and redo my makeup remover. This is where it's at then, with what I can plan. So this is literally what I've eaten today, so that's just the meal planner, and then this is today's journal. So my speed, free foods, my other free foods are all in there, my healthy extras, and I have weighed and measured every single one of these. I did need some Thornton's chocolate tonight. I think I'm still weaning myself off chocolate. Chocolate is my biggest downfall. So I'm at 13 sins, which is still top end of my sins, but I have done my 15 minutes of hula hooping. So all set, ready to start day 2. Dinner, which I thought I'd reached out, was already pre-made. It was something that I did in a batch cook. Well, I say I did, my husband batch cooked. Turned out it was Sloppy Joe's. So sorry I keep yawning, I'm so tired. It turned out it was Sloppy Joe's. I thought it was chili loaded wedges, but it wasn't. So we ended up having Sloppy Joe loaded wedges, and it actually tasted quite nice. But massive faux pas, I completely forgot to remind hubby to start making sure that the third of a plate of speed was on there, so that's one of my letdowns today. I haven't had my third of a plate of speed with every meal, it's only been with 2. So that's an area of focus going forward. My daughter is currently awake. She's making her way up the stairs. She had a nap whilst I was setting up the group, so I picked my son up from school with my daughter because she's at home on a Monday. Go to group, they come with me, help me set up, and then Tom picks them up on the way home. This is my cat. This is one of the many animals you will see. This is Rocky. He's a very grumpy old man, and he hates children, which is not good when you have 3 children. Hi. Shh. Don't turn that on. Okay? Okay. I can't stop yawning. That is Nora. Watch Rocky. You can see him eyeing her up. He hates her.
Rocky.
He really doesn't like her.
Baby.
So yeah, that is day 1. I have a few things in place tomorrow. Come on then, quietly. I think you need a bum change. No, you're okay. So I think I'm going to end up with this one in bed with me tonight. You okay?
What are juice?
What have you got all over your mouth? You need a face wipe.
My finger hurt.
Your finger hurt? Where?
There.
Let me see.
Yeah.
So that is the plan. Tomorrow I've got to take, Spencer isn't going into school first thing. He's got an optician's thing that the school have arranged. Apparently his eyesight's not.
It's doing doctors.
Yeah, he is. He's going to the doctors at the hospital. But apparently a couple of the other kids are there as well, so they must be aware that it's going to happen.
Hospital.
Nora, shh, your brothers are still asleep. Yeah, you've got to come with me. Your brother's going in, but you're coming with me, okay?
You're coming with me.
Yeah. You're so cute. Aren't you? Love you. I love you. Funny. Mum's eyes are red. Thank you.
You phone.
You got, don't turn it on, please. So that is it for end of Monday. So that's day one. 100% on plan. Although I didn't get the third of a plate of speed in my last meal. Still pretty damn good. So I can cope with that for first day. So fingers crossed tomorrow holds some more of the same. I do not want to listen to Peppa Pig.
Hello.
Welcome to my life.
Hello.
So I shall see you all literally in probably a split second. But for me, it'll be tomorrow. So I shall see you tomorrow. Night, guys. You gonna say bye?
Bye.
Bye.